The 2026 SUV lineup just got real interesting. Honda refreshed the CR-V with smarter tech and tighter handling, while Subaru doubled down on that rugged go-anywhere DNA with the new Outback. So which one's the smarter buy this year? What's up, it's Scott from CarLandTV, and today we're putting Honda's family favorite up against Subaru's all-terrain legend to see which one actually earns its spot in your driveway. But first, do me a quick favor. Tap that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. It ain't required, but those clicks keep this thing rolling and make it easier for me to keep dropping solid car content straight to your screen. Now let's get back into it. Real-world design and everyday practicality. I look at daily stuff first, how easy it is to load, haul, and seat real people. The CR-V gives me a big, boxy cargo opening and a low, flat floor, so groceries, strollers, or a folded bike slide in without drama. Seats fold 60 to 40 quickly, and rear doors open wide, which matters when I'm wrestling a child seat. Hard numbers seal it. In the CR-V, cargo space is 39.3 cubic feet behind the second row and 76.5 cubic feet with seats down, plus excellent rear legroom at roughly 41 inches. The Outback answers with 32.6 cubic feet behind the second row and 75.6 cubic feet max, and around 39.5 inches of rear legroom. Translation: both swallow big Costco runs, but the Honda is friendlier for bulky boxes and tall items when the seats are up, while the Subaru's long load floor is money for skis and camping bins. Clearance and roof utility matter if your weekends get dirty. The Outback ships with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and 8.7 inches of ground clearance, with the Wilderness trim bumping that to 9.5 inches. That's legit for rutted access roads and snowpack. Subaru's integrated roof rails are clutch, too. Most trims are rated around 150-pound dynamic, and Wilderness models are widely referenced at up to 700-pound static when parked, which is why you see rooftop tents on these all the time. The CR-V rides lower at about 7.8 to 8.2 inches and keeps AWD as an option, not a given. So it's confident in weather but clearly tuned for pavement first. Day-to-day, I'd call it like this. If your life is school runs, tight parking, and occasional IKEA hauls, the CR-V's packaging hits easier, and the rear seat space is elite, no cap. If you're strapping on bikes, bolting on a cargo box, running dirt and snow half the year, the Outback's clearance, standard all-wheel drive, and roof system make work feel simple. Either way, both are practical. They just solve the same problem from different angles. Interior comfort and tech feel. I sit in the 2026 CR-V, and it feels clean and easy to live with. Physical knobs for climate keep me from hunting through menus. The center screen sits high in my sightline, and the driving position is relaxed for long days. Every 2026 CR-V hybrid gets wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on a 9-inch touchscreen, so my phone stays in my pocket. The Sport Touring hybrid stacks on Google built-in and a Bose system, which means native Google Maps, Google Assistant voice control, and legit audio without aftermarket hacks. Tech flow matters in traffic. With Google built-in on the Sport Touring hybrid, I can say, "Hey Google," to pull routes, tweak the climate, or call a contact while both hands stay on the wheel. Wireless charging and multiple USB-C ports handle the family's phones, and the digital cluster scales up on higher trims for clearer nav prompts. That's a tidy, no-drama setup for city grind and road trips, bet. Slide to the 2026 Outback, and the vibe shifts to adventure-ready comfort. The vertical 11.6-inch Starlink screen runs wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, and Subaru added upgraded EyeSight hardware for 2026 with features like hands-free driving assist, emergency stop assist with safe lane selection, and active lane change assist. Ventilated seats and available Napa leather step up the long-haul comfort, while the surround view monitor helps when I'm threading tight trails or cramped parking. If you live where it snows or you're hauling wet gear, Wilderness trims with StarTech's water-repellent upholstery are clutch. My take is simple. If you want a slick, phone-first cabin with native Google tools and an easy learning curve, the CR-V's interface is money. If you value driver assist depth, big screen controls, and materials that don't cry when life gets muddy, the Outback setup makes more sense. Both are brand new for 2026 and dialed for daily use, just aimed at different owners. Powertrain and driving character. I care about how it moves, not just the badge. The 2026 CR-V lineup centers on Honda's 2-liter hybrid system rated at 204 horsepower, paired with an eCVT. Front-wheel drive is standard on lower hybrid trims, while all-wheel drive comes on upper trims like Sport Touring and the new Trail Sport hybrid. EPA ratings for the hybrid have hovered around 40 miles per gallon combined for front-wheel drive and high 30 seconds for all-wheel drive in recent model years, And Honda's own 2026 specs keep that same ballpark. In the real world, the hybrid cruises quietly at city speeds and keeps revs low on gentle throttle, which is why the mileage stays strong. Subaru plays a different game. Every 2026 Outback ships with symmetrical all-wheel drive and a CVT. The base engine is a 2.5-liter boxer with around 180 horsepower. Step to XT or Wilderness, and you get the 2.4-liter turbo at 260 horsepower and 277 pound-feet. That turbo wakes the car up for quick passes, especially on grades. Fuel economy splits along those lines, too. Expect roughly 27 miles per gallon combined on the 2.5 and about 24 combined on the turbo trims, with the Wilderness a tick lower due to tires and gearing. Not Prius numbers, but consistent with the extra power and traction kit. On the road, the CR-V hybrid feels composed. Steering is light but accurate, body control is tidy, and the hybrid smooths stop-and-go traffic. All-wheel drive models can proactively send torque rearward when the fronts slip, and trail mode plus hill descent control on Trail Sport helps on loose surfaces. The Outback rides planted and confident at speed, with a relaxed suspension that soaks up bad pavement. Dual-function X mode on the off-road trims, tweaks, throttle, all-wheel drive logic, and brakes for snow, dirt, and deep stuff. In a downpour or on a rutted trail, that setup is clutch. Pick based on use. Heavy commuting and fuel savings lean toward the CR-V hybrid. Mixed weather, mountain trips, and passing power lean Outback Turbo. Safety and reliability. Every 2026 CR-V brings Honda sensing with collision mitigation braking, lane keeping, road departure mitigation, and a bunch of airbags baked in. All-wheel drive trims add hill descent control, and the Trail Sport packs a more off-pavement drive mode. The 2026 Outback ships with symmetrical all-wheel drive and the newest EyeSight suite across the board, and Subaru is advertising added capability this year, like available hands-free driving assist, emergency stop assist, and active lane change assist, plus the water-repellent StarTex option on Wilderness if you haul wet gear. That's real-world useful, not gimmicks. Ratings next. IIHS and NHTSA haven't finished publishing every 2026 score yet, so I look at the freshest verified data. For 2025, CR-V holds good scores in most IIHS crash tests, but shows a poor on the updated moderate overlap for rear seat chest injury. Meanwhile, the NHTSA lists the CR-V at 5 stars overall. The 2025 Outback posts strong results as well, including a 5-star overall from NHTSA and ongoing TIHS award performance for Subaru's lineup. That tells me both nameplates are proven safe, and Subaru keeps stacking Institute hardware year after year. Reliability reputation closes it out. Consumer Reports' latest brand tables put Subaru near the top and Honda right behind it, and J.D. Power's 2025 dependability study shows both brands are competitive in long-term problem counts. Keep context in mind. Honda has some active NHTSA investigations and recent recalls on other models and older CR-V years, which don't sink the 2026 CR-V, but it's worth tracking. Net read for 2026 shoppers is simple. If you want standard AWD with deep driver assist coverage out of the box, Outback is a safe bet. If you want a strong safety suite and a brand with consistent reliability chops plus hybrid efficiency, the CR-V stays in the conversation. Pricing, trims, and ownership value. The 2026 CR-V lineup runs LX, EX, Sport Hybrid, EXL, Sport L Hybrid, Trail Sport Hybrid, and Sport Touring Hybrid. All-wheel drive is standard on Trail Sport Hybrid and Sport Touring Hybrid, and optional on the rest. Street pricing on the 2026 CR-V hybrid slots in roughly mid to low 40 seconds at the top, with Sport Hybrid trims in the mid to high 30 seconds, so you can land a hybrid without going fully loaded. Subaru reworked the Outback lineup for 2026 and bumped stickers hard. The base trim is gone, so it now starts at Premium, then Limited, Limited XT, Wilderness, Touring, and Touring XT. Entry is mid-$36 kelvins, and top trims push near 50. That's a big move. Ownership value isn't just the window sticker. The CR-V hybrid's efficiency hits mid-30 seconds combined, even with all-wheel drive, and Honda quotes 35 miles per gallon combined for the Trail Sport hybrid, so fuel spend stays friendly if you rack up miles. Outback fuel economy depends on the engine. The 2.5 is reasonable for an all-wheel drive wagon, while the 2.4 turbo trades gas for power and towing. If you live at an elevation or pass trucks on 2-lane highways, that turbo torque is worth real money and time saved. Standard kit matters long-term. Every Outback gives you symmetrical all-wheel drive, 8.7 inches of clearance, integrated crossbars, and a big 11.6-inch screen. On the Honda side, you can buy into the hybrid earlier in the lineup and still get wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, with Google built in on upper trims. Warranty is a wash. Both brands carry 3-year or 36,000-mile basic and 5-year or 60,000-mile powertrain. So, if fuel costs and tech value drive your decision, the CR-V hybrid trims are the sweet spot. If you need standard all-wheel drive, ground clearance, and don't mind the higher 2026 pricing, the Outback trims deliver that setup out of the box, which is the better everyday SUV. I'm calling the overall win for the 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid. For a daily driver, it gives me stronger fuel economy, friendlier cargo use, and cleaner tech value at the trims most people actually buy. Honda lists up to 40 miles per gallon in the city and 34 miles per gallon on highway on select 2026 hybrid trims, with all-wheel drive Trail Sport rated 35 combined, and cargo hits 39.3 cubic feet behind the second row and 76.5 cubic feet max. That combo saves real money at the pump and makes Costco runs easy without playing Tetris. Price reality in 2026 tilts this way too. Subaru killed the base Outback and raised stickers, so entry now starts at premium in the mid-$36,000 range and climbs fast. The CR-V lets me step into hybrid power in the mid-trims without paying near luxury money, which is where most shoppers land. If we're talking mass market value for the new model year, the Honda package is the better buy, no cap. That said, I'm not blind to the use case. If you live in snow country, camp a lot, or run rough roads, the 2026 Outback Wilderness is the right tool. Standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, 9.5 inches of clearance, turbo torque for passes, and those roof rails everyone loads with tents. Fuel economy will lag the Honda, and pricing is steeper, but capability is legit and baked in from the factory. So overall, the objective winner for most buyers and most commutes in 2026 is the Honda CR-V Hybrid, thanks to its efficiency, packaging, and price positioning. Meanwhile, the winner for heavy weather and dirt is Outback, especially the Wilderness, if you'll actually use the clearance and hardware on weekends.